Today we're going to look at 0 and negative exponents. Update. First of all, we're going to look at 0 exponents. So we have 5 to the 0th power. That is going to end up equaling not 0, but 1. Right? You think it might equal 0, but remember, it's not 5 times 0. That's not what exponents mean. Now think of it this way, because 5 to the 0 times 5 to the third, if you think about what we did the other day, I add those two exponents because it's multiplication of the same base. 0 plus 3 gives me 5 to the third, right? And that cannot be true if 5 to 0 is 0. Because then it would be 0 times 5 cubed, which is 0. Because anything times 0 is 0. So none of this would hold true. We could add, and that rule that we learned yesterday would not be possible. So 5 to the 0 power is actually equal to 1. Same thing here with 19. 19 to the 0 power is equal to 1. D to the 0 power is equal to 1. Anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. Remember, when we are doing exponents, we are not multiplying by the number that is the exponent. We're multiplying by the base. So when I go 5 to the 0th power, I should not start having zeros. We have no 5s that we're going to multiply times themselves. So it's just worth a 1. Because the multiplication, if I multiply by 1, I keep stuff the same. It keeps it all the same. It's my identity property. It's not changing the value of anything if I multiply times 1. Now let's look at negative exponents. 5 to the negative first. 5 to the negative first is going to equal 1 over 5. This is because 1/5 is the inverse, the inverse of 5 over 1. And the value of 5 over 1 is equal to 5, which is the same as 5 over 1, right? It's the same as 5 over 1. So if I'm going to invert this, I'm going to flip it. I flip it around to get 1 over 5. Let's stick with this 5 here. If I have 5 to the negative third power, I want to know what that equals to. That's equal to 1 over 5 to the third power, right? Because 5 cubed is equal to 5 times 5 times 5, 125. 5 to the negative third, I'm going to flip it. It's not going to be 125 over 1, it's going to be 1 over 125. They're just inverted of each other, right? Because you can think of this as over 1, right? You can think of 125 over 1. Those are the same. 1 over 125. They are just inverted. So if I have 9 to the negative first, that would be like 1 over 9. 2 to the negative third is the same as 1 over 2 cubed. Now, right now, we don't have to figure out what 2 cubed is. You don't have to do 2 times 2 times 2. We just want to make that exponent positive. X to the fourth is 1 over x to the fourth. So we're making that exponent positive by using the reciprocal, the inverse. We're going to flip them around. Also with our negatives, all of our other operations are the same with negatives as with positives. So all that stuff we learned yesterday about multiplying the same base, exponents of the same base, multiplying, exponents in parentheses raised to a power, exponents with different base with the same exponent, all those operations are the same with negatives as with positives. So if I have 7 to the negative third times 7 to the 8th power. Last year we looked at, okay, if I multiply the same base, I'm going to add the exponents. So I'm going to add these exponents. I'm going to add negative 3 and 8. Negative 3 and 8 is a positive 5. So it'd be 7 to the 5th. We learn when we have 9 squared raised to the negative 4th power, when I have an exponent, number with an exponent raised to another exponent, I multiply the two exponents. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. It would be 9 to the negative 8. Or, if I simplify this, 1 over 9 to the 8th power. I don't want to leave it with that negative exponent. We don't want to leave negative exponents. We want to make them positive. Because I can't multiply out negative 9 times. I can't multiply negative 9 times together. I can multiply 9 out 8 times together, but I can't multiply 9 out negative 8 times. So I would have to make it positive so I can do that multiplication. Your homework then, similar stuff as what we did last time. We have 5 questions. I want you to figure out what these 5 questions are, put them into that Google form there, those questions online, put them in those blanks, and hit submit. It's a way to check to make sure you got this done, check to see if you understand what you just watched, and then I'll know where to go from here.